And what I thought I'd do with you is following on from the kind of fruit project and any other project for that matter, you can use some Indian ink. What I've got here are some drawings of some apples. Um, as you can see, the first ones here were done using just a brush and just trying to get the feel of the shape of the apple. However, as an artist, you realize objects don't have black outlines. So what I did was got a piece of just stiff card and I dipped it in some Indian ink and I just started to draw the shape of the apple. So that is what you've got here. These kind of really quite textured pieces. Now, what I'm going to show you is this artist, Laura Slater. Laura Slater is brilliant. I love every ounce of her. She literally embodies what I'm about and my passions, and that is kind of like textures and making. Okay, so these things here, these shapes, although it looks abstract, would have started from a starting point, so to speak. So you would have had maybe foliage, apples. In that case, I saw eyes, body parts, hands, and all she's doing is then reproducing it within a context or for a project. Check her out. Her Instagram account is fab. And if you'd like me, just like to see quick visuals, okay, we can see them straight away here. Ah, they're just fab. Look at this. You know, the background to this, I'm not too sure, but like I say, I'm looking at a lot of it's all kind of foliage based, plant based, organic, screen print. She's working with. But you know what? Ultimately, if you ain't got a screen print, there are other ways and methods and ways of doing stuff. And mark making is just perfect. Using a brush to make a sweep and then just inverting it on Photoshop or doing some other effects. So that's what I'm about to do with you guys. I'm going to make kind of a basic pattern or design for, well, it could be for anything to be fair. I don't know what to attach it to just yet, but we'll see. Okay, in the background you'll hear the kids laughing and giggling. Don't worry about them. So what we've got is my artwork. I'm going to now separate one of these apples and then I'm going to add some colour behind it. Okay, and then that will then pursue the same kind of route and avenue of the other stuff. Okay. Oh, real life in it when you got your kids in the background and you've already said to them, guys, I'm on the telly. Be quiet. Okay, what I'm doing here is just trying to up the contrast. Okay, using the brightness and contrast. The bottom one tends to work with the paper. Okay, and you know what? I'm happy with that because I can erase this white matter later if I need to. Okay, I'm going to keep it about there and then I'll just enhance the black later. Press OK. I'm looking at this little bad boy. I like him. That's what I'm actually looking at. So I'm going to use him. Okay. Ooh, strange bit of pink. I'm zoomed in about 200%. And as you can see, I didn't scan it high resolution. I actually just used a camera, an iPhone, just to take a picture. And iPhone cameras are notoriously rubbish anyway. What I'm going to do is use my lasso tool. And I'm just drawing around it roughly. Not too fussed about getting right in close. Okay. Now we've got that. I'm going to press Command C. Okay, or in your case it'll be up in Edit and it's Copy, and then Command V, which is Edit, Paste. Okay, so Command V, and there he is. He's his own little layer. Let me show you what it looks like. There he is. Okay, so I've clicked on the eye of the background color. So I've now got this little dude. I'm going to press Command T on my keypad, and with my left hand I'm pressing Shift, and I'm just going to constrain that proportion. I'm just going to pull them out that big. What I'm going to do now is create a colour for a background. So what I'm going to use is my lasso tool, and I'm going to make a new layer just down by here in the layers palette. Click on that, and I'm just going to draw a shape of an apple. Again, not too specific and perfect. I'm going to leave that little stem there and just do that. because I think that's pretty cool. Okay, what I'm going to do is go to my colour box here, and I'm going to choose the colour of my apple. Now, the ones I've got are, I don't know what they're called actually. They're kind of a pink colour. There's a name on the package, but it's around, where am I going? It's reddish yellow actually. But oops, dear me. You can move these colour things around. Okay, it's like a reddish pink, a slight bit of yellow. But you know what? For this instance, I'm gonna actually. You know what I'm gonna do, guys? I'm gonna break the rule. Okay, I'm gonna choose green, kind of a green colour. Okay, because it's an obvious colour for an apple, without messing about. What I'm going to do now is go to my paint bucket and click. There we go. To get rid of the walking Gants, just press Command D on your keypad. That is over the top of our piece of work, okay? Now, there's two things I could do. I could go to my layers palette and go to the word normal and click on multiply. That's one thing. Put it back to normal. The other thing is drag it behind the black layer and then go to my black layer, okay, and there it is there, layer 3. If I just rename that and just call it black line or black, yeah, black. What I can do now is go to normal and press multiply. See, it's the same thing. Multiply, oh, hello, people are messaging me, get rid of that. And you could do this. Now, what I'm going to do is enhance that black. Okay, I'm going to move it so you can see what it looks like. There you go. See? I mean, that's pretty awesome, I think. It's really cool, like screen printy type effect. I'm going to make it blacker than black, okay? I'm going to go real dark with this one. So I'm going to go to Image, Adjustments, and go to Levels. Yeah, let's go to Levels. This one, the output, if I move it that way, it goes white. And of course, you can't see it because we've got that strange multiply effect. But this way, it goes black. Okay. Now that's not going to work because if you remember, it's still got the white paper on the background. So if I go to image again, adjustments, and go to brightness contrast, using the same tools we did before, you can try and enhance it. But oh, you know what? We're still getting that problem, aren't we? With the white. Okay, that's not too bad. But I'm gonna make a bit of a push with this one. I'm going to erase the white matter. Okay, so let me see what it looks like. Click on the green, click on the white background. There we have it. I'm going to go to a tool called the magic wand. If I click on that magic wand and click on any part of the white, what it tends to do is collect all the white data on the page. Now sometimes you'll go, why is it only collecting that bit of white or this bit of white? It's because of that word contiguous, which is up in the top bar here. And of course, with all Photoshop tools, if you choose a tool here, all the other options appear on the top. So if I click on contiguous and do the same thing, okay, it only takes certain parts of the white, and of course it doesn't get the bits in the middle because of the little barriers of black, etc. Okay, so let's try that and see what it looks like. There we go. So what I've got is that. It's not too bad. If you actually look at Laura's work, she's kind of working in a similar fashion. You know, you've got these strikes and lots of textures and overlaps. I mean, look at this piece there. That's just fab, innit? Look at that. It's like a leaf and all kinds of berries and foliage. Oh, she's great. She's super. I'm a little bit excited. I like this kind of stuff, you see. She's cool. She's cool. So, there's my apple. So if I zoom out, what I could do is do the same kind of thing with the rest of the dudes, okay, with the rest of the apples. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this little chap here and I'm going to put him here, okay. and what I might do is put some brush marks, big strikes, etc., and create almost like a texture, a surface pattern design that could be used in the world of surface pattern. So what I'll do, without further ado, is click on my layer 1, get my lasso tool, draw around this. Okay, Command C, Command V, get my move tool, okay, move them around. Okay, I'm going to put them at the top of the layers, and with this one I'm going to call him black 2. Okay, so he's my little black line 2, and I'm going to zoom in, get rid of my background layer so we can see what we've got. Fabulous. Okay, I'm going to make this one slightly bigger and see what happens. Okay, and I might just twist him a bit. Twist him a melon, man. Actually, you know what? I think he's okay like that. It's darker at the bottom here, simply because weight and shadow and light, okay, it's coming from this way, and that there's a dark line. That's why I kind of did that. I should have really put the black line further over there, but you know what? Give me a break, eh? So if I click on my magic wand, you can delete. I'm going to teach you, okay, I've just pressed Command Z to undo that, Command D to get rid of my walking ants. What I'm going to do is teach you this little method as well. In the top toolbar, there's something called select. Is it select? Yes, select. There's something called color range. There it is. If I click on that, you're then given this box, and what I can do is click on the white and choose the color range and move it up. See? If you want to choose black, you got to remember that the whole thing is literally made up of hundreds and hundreds of tones of black. Okay, so let's see what happens if I choose that black, like I've just did. Okay, it's chosen every part of that, and it's missed out, I think, bits of this grey as well, actually, which is not good. It's also selected some of this apple. Command D. So that can work for you in some ways, but for this instance, I'm just going to use the magic wand. Okay. Also, with Photoshop, you've got this quick selection tool. It might work, it might not, but what you do is you click on the black area and you move it around, and you can see it jumping to the nearest point. The reason why I thought it wouldn't work is because we've got lots of grey matter, and it's quite a jaggedy picture anyway. But that's a quick mask. And what you do for that is you might go to Command C, Command V, and have yourself an apple. Actually, he's not bad, is he? But I've still got that white area there. So I've cut him out. Not bad. You know what? I might keep him. I'm just going to press the I on the layers palette. Okay, we'll keep him, because we might do something with him later. Go back to my magic wand. Okay, object selection tool. No, it's not. Magic wand, there we go. And click on the white. I'm going to delete that white matter. Bang. Get rid of you. I'm going to enhance the black. Again, image adjustments, brightness and contrast. There were other methods of doing this. Other people will work differently. I'm going to try and get it so it's black, like that. Oh, wow. Look at that. So this way I'm not getting the grey tones. Sounds like a band, that, doesn't it? Where did she go? Ding, 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 ding. No, that wasn't the blue tones, that was it. Anyway, I digress. So, cool. This one I've kept the little stalk in. Okay, if you want to choose the same green, you can use your pipette tool, which is just here on your toolbar, and you can click on the green, and then you can paint a new layer. For this case, I'm going to choose that green, but slightly darker. Why not? Okay, new layer, and press paint bucket and fill. Cool. Press Command D, get rid of your walking ants, and then go to your layers and just drag it down just one layer. There we have it. He's not too bad, but do you know what I'm going to show you? Actually, you know what? That's pretty cool. I like that. I'm going to press multiply on this bottom one, and on this bottom green layer here, because you know what you can do? If you move it across, you can get really cool effects like that. How smart's that? just going to get the black one and put it there. I might do the same with the black layer. I don't know if it'd show through a lot. No, it's not really helping, but you get the general idea. But you can't really see that area there, so it's not really being effective, is it? Don't you think? No, it's not. But you can see what you can do. I'm going to press Command Z twice. Go back in the past. Okay, guys. So that's what we can do with this. Another way of working is if I get this layer, this princess layer, go to something called inverse. Okay. So to do this, I'm going to go to image, adjustments, and just down here is Command I. See that quick key command? So if you press Command I, this is what happens. It turns it into white. Okay, and it can work for us if we have a background color that is, oh, let's see, blue. I'm going to choose that blue that Laura was working with. In fact, thinking about it, on the color spectrum, let's have a complementary color. Okay, I've got my color spectrum in front of me here on a piece of paper, and I'm looking at the color wheel, and the opposite to green is red. Check this out. You like this? Not a lot, but you like it. If I get my pipette and choose, for instance, that dark green, click on the colours there, keeping that there. If I move that down to red, I get kind of a complementary red. Okay, but in this case, I'm going to make it a little bit there. Okay, actually, that's my favourite red there. I'm going to paint the background red. Boom. Ooh, now we're cooking. So what we've got here is a complementary. And of course, what's happening is the green apple, because we're on that multiplier layer, that really strange layer there, it's actually showing the red through it, which, you know, if you put it back to normal, you get this kind of screen print effect. The white layer, that's pretty cool. Okay, what you could do is press multiply on that one and see what happens. Still there, but doesn't show up as much. But if you go down the list, you start to get some really cool ones. Look at that linear dodge. It's pure white, isn't it? That one's getting a bit transparent, a bit opaque. Oh, look at that. Now that's nice. You're not denying that is not nice. Yes, I'm having an overlay for this. So what we're doing is, I'm going to click on overlay on that one as well and see what happens. Oh, making me sick. It's amazing. I'm going to press Command T, make it a little bit bigger. Oh, seriously, that's sick. That is, kids. That's sick. Right, ups. Sorry, Command Z. So what we got is this really cool pattern starting to emerge. And if I get my design up, I've got pens and all kinds of matter here. I don't want that. I'm just going to do this, okay? I'm going to... I think someone's getting told off next door. I'm going to get that piece of white design, press Command C, Command V, and it's copied just that white area. And what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go to multiply, or the other ones, even overlay. See what happens. Okay, it's not really flowing me. Wow, not really doing much. But you see, that's what we do, guys. We explore and experiment. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that really worked. But that does. If I make lots of other designs and apples and play with that idea, you know, you can change the background. You know, on the colour wheel, let's have a look at my colour wheel. Again, a colour wheel is good to have. We can have complementary. So from green, it's really kind of the reds. We've got split complement, we've got square, we've got triadic, which is a triadic is when you get your colour wheel and you split it up into equal 3 parts. That's tri. In this case, it would be green, orange, and violet. Ooh, so I could put a violet tone in there. Okay, guys, have a little play with scanning in or taking a photograph of your black line drawing and playing with it in Photoshop and making a digital thing. I'm going to try and do this with you when we arrive back on the week commencing of the 8th. Okay? Thank you very much, and I'll catch you later.